Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity to Deadfire. We are in... Man, I already forgot what the place's name is. The Temple of Galawain. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we need to leave. The Crucible can turn these artifacts. I will need to speak to Ingaria. She doesn't know a lot about this. I need to leave the actual temple. Can't wait because I am experiencing extreme frame drops. I mean 20 FPS in this game.
Greetings, friend, and welcome. You stand before the Keeper of Memories.
This is my graphics card bottlenecking my PC because I got a new motherboard, CPU, and RAM and everything. The only thing that's still old is the GPU, so I need a new GPU.
Don't everyone keep memories?
Those vanquished in the Crucible leave behind their weapons and armor, both often laden with memories of life. It falls to me to keep and protect those trappings and recollections.
Anything short of a full soul left clinging to a weapon is likely little more than dust, or entirely insane.
Everyone believes they know my work better than I do. We first wash the items in the pool, and in doing so, give the memories to the souls of this place. Thus do their deeds live on beyond them. Most items carry little more than the strongest memories of their use. A few, however, abundant with essence and charged with purpose, retain unusual attributes. These I care for, curate, and purvey to those worthy of their enchantments. The Crucible recreates battles and conflicts of old, that today's hunters may hone their skills. The pool of memories is the library for these histories. These stories aren't told to the Crucible. Instead, items held by those who performed great deeds echo with these accomplishments. The pool of memories absorbs the past from them. As a contender, you will be expected to recover at least one of these relics. I can point you in the right direction, but first I must ask, which of the faces of the hunt do you seek to appease? The faces represent the tripartite existence of Tuamawai, the Slayer God, the Seeker God, the Survivor God. Foreigners conflate them with the Changeling for good reason. He cannot be reduced to any single thing. The Stelgar embodies the Slayer aspect, the Seeker is represented by the Spider, and the Boar reflects Tuamawai's Survivor aspect. It is right and proper to respect all three, but all Crucible contenders must eventually make a choice and accept their true face. The Seeking face represents the mastery of the chase, the understanding that slaughter without gain or purpose is wasteful. It is the hunter that must think in seasons, not seconds. Young warriors think the Spider odd. It sits still, it does not seek, is oft said. But the Spider understands the art of the Seeker so well that its prey comes to it. That is the Slaying face, the aspect of Tuamawai fixated on the mastery of the life or death dance, where all things are decided. Deadly in a group or by itself. Hungry or sated, the Stelgar is possessed of uncanny focus and purpose. A wise hunter admires and fears the Stelgar in proper measure. The Boar is the surviving face, the aspect of Tuamawai that reminds us that victory without survival is almost always meaningless. While all manner of cowards excel at survival, the Boar is both courageous and resilient, traits all hunters should aspire to. In a lifetime of conflict, one can, should, and, with the onset of age, must. But in the Crucible, one cannot advance without championing a single aspect. Have you made your decision, then? Every year we lose hunters to the Kohatkana expanse. Usually they're tracking last year's hunters. But nowhere in my notes have I found out what first enticed Kith to go prowling around that corner of the island.
Rank foolishness, I'd wager.
Not surprisingly, the Expanse has become a sacred place to the Seeker. Return with something a failed Seeker before you left behind, and the Spider will be pleased. A group of drifters claiming to be eager contenders showed us their true colors. Days ago, while most of the arena slept, they helped themselves to one of our Slayer relics.
I was asking questions and now I somehow got a quest.
The thieves were last seen heading toward Wakupoko Lowveld. Slay them. Return the relic to the pool of memories, and the slaying face will be most pleased. The Tiebe o Waiapu has long had a reputation for being inhospitable. Yet, the sounder of boars that call the valley home seem to flourish there. Were you to return with proof that you had tread the valley's singular dangers, the surviving face would be well pleased. Galarde, I will see the western doors opened for you.
What western doors? Oh. Thinking mid-jungle gives way before you to empty air. Vast chasm divides you from further progress, descending to the churning white froth of water below. A bridge of wound rope crosses the gap, planks of dark wood supported between the strands. Examine the bridge. The thick ropes have been well anchored, each line wrapped and tightly tied around one of a pair of heavy stones. The knots have long since crusted over solid. There is no untying them. The sun has bleached the wooden planks to a dull grey. Consider the quality of the wood. The wood looks good for burning, but little else. It will likely hold much weight. Consider the integrity of the planks. The edges of the wood seem somewhat splintered rather than cleanly cut. It seems to no attempt was made to seal the planks. The rope seems of stronger make, but could stand to be reinforced. Reinforce the breach with magic. Takeo raised his hand upon the damp plume. Moments later, vines sprout forth, wrapping around the rope and wood alike and spreading across the breach until it looks a natural part of the jungle. You walk to the edge of the chasm and in other direction, but you find no other manner of crossing. The river seems to stretch down to the beach you landed at, separating you from the rest of the island. Days of hard labor ensure as clinging carefully to the underside of the bridge. You use branches and vines to reinforce. Eventually, however, the crossing appears significantly safer. If we cross the bridge, you step onto the reinforced bridge, and it bears your weight with reassuring stability. You begin crossing. The ropes feel secure beneath your feet, and you move confidently along the structure. With the final step onto solid ground, you complete the crossing and find yourself among the thick foliage of the central island. Wow. The forest turns into scattered glades along the western cliffs of Kazuwari. Trees stand sentinel overlooking the sheer stone plunge into this Deadfire sea. You turn north only to enter a large open field ringed with woods and peppered with small clumps of dense forest. Clouds of insects hum over the rotting remnants of discarded carcasses. The path before you looks roughly disturbed and investigate the scene. Though it's difficult to discern from the chaotic wreck of the dirt and grass, it seems like multiple sets of kit tracks came from the direction you did and continued toward the coast of the northwest. Another set of tracks, these were from some man of clawed beast, came from the inland and follow the same path as the kit tracks. Examine the beast tracks. The tracks appear to have been left by a stalked, a very large stalked. The tracks overlap the kit tracks and are overlapping by them in turn. It seems the creature was stalking those who would stalk it. Examine the kit tracks. 4 different sets of tracks appear, including a set that look Orlan. The others are more difficult to narrow down to a specific type of kit. The tracks seem pretty close together, as if those who left them were moving slowly and carefully. Follow the beast tracks. It's slow going, but Idia managed to follow the faint trail through the dust and tall grass. The track that leads you north along the tree line. Idia draws your attention to a pile of stalked droppings just off the trail. We could mask our scent with this less likely we'll end up getting ambushed by the beast this way. Scent yourself. Whatever saves us from being the creature's next meal, I'll do it. You dab your equipment with an ample helping of the droppings. You're not sure whether or not it marks your natural scent, but it certainly adds to it. Continue tracking the stalked. You continue along the stalked tracks. They're difficult to make sense of. This path seems to have seen the passage of multiple animals going on both directions. If you didn't know better, you'd think they'd meant it to be confusing. You hear a faint rustling in the tall grass nearby. It sounded too localized to be the wind. Sneak towards the nearest corpse. You move quietly, but Idia fails to match your stealthy steps, stirring the grass as the two of you move towards it. Seemingly from nowhere, a massive cat bounces on Lydia, knocking him to the ground and taking longer claws down his side. Mang! The beast bounds away before you get a moment to react. You help Lydia stand and the pair of you bolt into the trees. Oh, he's tiny.
Shall we begin?
Take horse. Yeah.
That's not very helpful.
Mind your manners.
I honestly don't know what's going on with my PC. It's getting worse and worse. As the bright glow approaches the rhythm of the heartbeat, not your own, thumps in your head. The light colossus into the muscular features of a hulking almost riding towards you.
God! Water! I wanted tougher, but you will suffice.
William.
Who are you? I am the Slayer, the fastest and the strongest. That you had to ask speaks ill of your mind.
So what do you want?
Return your trophy to the old man. There is much left ahead of you to hunt. And far more to kill.
Well, wasn't he fun? He suggested he was the slaying face. Or at least the Slayer. Poor attitude aside, he knew of Ingari, and he knew what you're up to. You should be careful. Do you think this is why Galawain didn't want you here? Maybe the Slayer wants you to kill the gods! I wonder if we'll run into more like him if we continue with these trials.
Okay, numero uno. The deeper you travel into the island's southwestern wilds, the denser the jungle becomes. The air thickens heavier in humidity, and the impenetrable canopy allows only the faintest light from the sky above. The path narrows into gloom before you, the persistent drone of insects subsiding into soft whispers on the edge of hearing. Tendrils of grey fog creep across the roots of the vine, slowly rising, reaching as you push further into the island's expanse. The air grows opaque, and quiet murmurs carry on the faint breeze. Just as it reaches its thickest, the foggy morass parts like a curtain, revealing again the path before you. It forks to the left and to the right, each path looking roughly as passable as the other. Inspect the paths. There is no hint of tracks here, neither animal, wild or kid, as if this trail has never been travelled before. Paths to other sides seem uncanny, similarly almost symmetrical, as if a pane of glass runs between them, one of the reflections of the other. The trees bend above like long, many-jointed legs, and their limbs entwine with vines into an impermeable tangle. You follow the trail and quiet rustling sounds murmur from the obscurity of the undergrowth. The path forks again before you. The statue has clearly been standing at this fork for ages, the lines weathered and detailed worn away by the elements. Moss grows across the base and vines hang down from the spider-like head. The seeker's eyes stare at you unblinkingly, yet everything about the sculpture down to the drapings for you seems impossibly symmetrical. Everything except the one eye missing from the statue's left side. Interpret the statue's meaning. The seeker is rendered with an eye missing, or perhaps the eye has been removed since the statue is defaced by some other constant in the island games. Take the left trail again. As you press deeper into the jungle narrows as the trees looming over nearer, threatening. They seem almost displeased with you. The susurrus whispers in the woods grow sounding like the insects and more like the chittering of some unseen audience. A rush of shifting leaves above serves as the only warning you get before the massive bulbous form of a giant spider descends from the canopy. With impossible quickness, its legs wrap around Choti. Before the beast ascends again into the shadowy recess above, Choti's shouts go abruptly silent. Choti, Captain, the thing has a head start on us. Go whirls around in breathless panic. The path broadens and splits before impossibly returning you to a very familiar fork. Then take the right trail. As you press deeper into the jungle, the path narrows as the trees looming in. Dear, I don't understand, because I took the left trail and I got attacked. I took the right trail and I got attacked. Can we backtrack? This is bullshit. I wonder if my PC is gonna wake up soon. Here we go. Yeah, so only the watcher must remain. Okay, take the trail to the left, take the trail to the left, take the trail to the left, take the center trail. There you go. You enter the cave, making your way through the widening darkness. For a time you hear nothing save your own breath, your own breathing, but then the whisper of insects draw you forward, growing gradually until it almost sets in the air of humming. The path broadens before abruptly terminating into a broad opening clearing. For a moment it seems as if the jungle itself is aglow, each tree limbed in faint green, but then you see the source of the illumination, a skull almost afire with soul energy. You get no chance to retrieve it, however, as spiders descend upon you from the darkness above.
Yeah? Leave it to me. Could be a fight.
There we go. Let's not get it. Give me a job.
Well, if you insist.
Kinda stuck over here. Not too long here, but slowly dying of poison.
I'm not sure I can.
I'm not asking if you use your brain and you run around. I mean, look at that. Just look at that.
Shall we begin?
Distractions!
At your service.
That's not...
Move.
Yes?
Agree with me.
Deal 500 raw damage.
Oh, hell.
Oh?
I think I would need to... I would need to rest. You need food. Where my chops at? The soul shimmers before you, her faint glow and unreflected by the trees flowing gossamer silks sheathe her form and long black tendrils of her hair crown her head.
Do you see her too?
The Crucible still serves its purpose, bringing Galawains devoted to battle, bringing battle to Galawains devoted. But a wound, a tear, festers in the heart of this place. I ask you to risk life and limb in the Crucible, but the desired outcome is not your death. The future of this place depends upon you seeking the champion's crown. Souls that prowl this island writhe in disharmony. Without your help, the
Image for silence, the woman's form loses definition in the span of a breath. The apparition dissipates entirely, her words unfinished.
Oh, where'd she go? Hello, spirit lady?
Any idea who that was?
Not a clue. Perhaps she was the Seeking Face. Or perhaps some other poor soul trapped here on Kazuari.
Do you sense the terminals spoke of?
Not really, but I don't feel trapped here. Exactly. Not like she does. I came willingly, after all. Died willingly, I mean. And I've got you, right? Perhaps if we complete the other trials, we'll find similar spirits. And hopefully they'll be a touch more cheerful.
Hi.
You must gather.
Along a red expanse just before you, bordered on the either side of the side by dry, jagged cliffs, a handful of sharp-leaved trees and scraggly shrubs share this landscape, but the miles are otherwise desolate. In the darkening distance, you make out a faint red glow high among the stony promontories. This is my glass. You set your spyglass towards southwards, towards the distant peaks through the lenses. You see no reddish light at all. You lower the instrument and the strange illumination reappears. Perhaps it's a natural illusion, some trick of the atmosphere. What the hell? Can't even read. Let's use a lot for this. Well, so if you're really asking, I just as soon as we didn't, but you're not really asking, are you? Press further into the valley. You pick up your way among the dry stones and thorny brush. You swipe at stinging insects and scare off hissing lizards. The land itself seems set against you. The valley narrows for a time to the point where only two kith can walk abreast. You approach an ancient structure of stacked stones. Continue carefully through. And if I say send someone out, there we go. The island shudders and the rocks fall from the wall, and you manage to walk through them without difficulty. Your compatriot frowns at you and says, "Press further into the valley." You continue on, forging ahead against the hostile environment. As you make your way forward, the pebbled earth shifts, and from under you, plunging into a hidden crevice. A loth grabs you and hauls you back at the solid ground. Wincing, a loth cradles one arm. Check the glow. You've made some progress down the valley, but the light still seems distant. Push further into the valley. You continue on, forging ahead against the hostile environment. Look for another way around. It takes several hours, but you manage to circumvent the gorge. Check the glow. You've made some progress down the valley, but the light still seems distant. Press into the valley. A boulder blocks the path, and you have no up to push it away out of your way. You succeed, but it rolls aside. It crushes a lot's hand, cradling hands to chest. The lot begins to lag behind. Olaf was injured. Darkness falls as you continue deeper into the valley. The footing seems even more treacherous in the gloom, and soon enough you slips and falls, head knocking hard against the stone ground. You help your companion up, only to be waved off and fine, but your progress is noticeably slowed. Who's next? You continue on, forging ahead on the hostile environment. Fire a bullet to burn them. I think we're finally almost there. How are you holding out? Hand on hips, panting, Churchy asked for it. It didn't matter if I had scrapes, bruises, or bones poking out of my skin. Uncle Angbert always told me the same darn thing. Walk it off. So don't you worry about me. I'll keep on going right up until I'm dead. Push further into the valley. You continue forging ahead against the hostile environment. Concoct a cell. As you push it towards the goal, what initially seems to a heavy blush of exertion across the cave's face grows into increasing weeping rash of broken sores. It takes time to find the right hose, but soon Takeo's boils and sores have been soothed. I think we're finally almost here. Takeo raises his finger to form an answer and then abruptly heaves forward and vomits into the sand between his feet. He blinks up at you and parts his lips in a wary attempt to add a smile. Akira, I'm fine. Press forward. Sweat-soaked and utterly exhausted, Kayo begins to lag behind, muttering quietly about putting one foot before the other. You made some progress on the valley, but the lighting, yeah, thought so. As you trudge along the valley floor, the sun beats down on your party, blistering choty skin. You notice your companions begin to slow behind you. When you finally reach the end of the valley, it almost comes to as high as a cliff loom above you, cowardly, are crowned by their faint red illumination or perhaps the simple glow of the setting sun. Check on your group. Grab a grappling hook. The remainder of your party lags some ways behind them, more or less keeping pace. Climb the cliff. After the ordeal that lies behind, the climb up the rock, face taxes your dwindling reserves. By the time you reach the top, your muscles ache, your mind swims, and your vision blurs. Await the remainder of your party. Resolve not to press on alone, but the rest of the party make little headway as the sound gets nearer. The red glow grows as its source comes into view, a necklace crafted from a shard of vermilion ardra. The necklace hangs from the tusk of one of the largest boars you've ever seen. And I'm alone. The large boar, its quills bristling, snorts and stamps its hoof. Who's a good boy? You're not hungry for a year. Maybe I've got something you can eat. Its head tilts to the side slightly, ears twitching and snout quivering, and it cautiously moves towards you. Fine feet bore Orland's cradle. You like Orland's cradle? Everybody likes Orland's cradle. Forces the mushroom, then eats them out of your hand. Despite its size, the animal is smiling gentle. It sniffs at you as if seeking more. Pet the boar. The boar cringes slightly as you move to scratch behind the ear. But as you pet it, it relaxes, pressing its head into your palm, softly nuzzling at your belly. Take the necklace from the boar's tusk. The boar blinks quizzically as you remove the necklace from its tusk. Okay. There's no need to fight. The wispy, shimmering form of an Amon approaching you cautiously, their posture crouched and wary. Numerous scars and burns dot the soul's lanky limbs, but their face is a diffuse blur, devoid of defined cheekbones and jaws.
An Amawa soul! Do you see him? Or her? Them?
All that may live.
Are you asking for the relic?
No. Its memories must join the Crucible. Learn from that relic. Grow as hard as it, that you may live to restore the Crucible.
The figure lurches forward, its posture urgently bleeding, but no words are spoken, and the form dissipates into
well, that happened.
Any idea what it
Hard
is?
to say. The surviving face, perhaps, or a soul connected to it.
Were you able to understand it any better than I was?
I speak spirit, not crazy. It's like it was reaching out from somewhere far away. I'll bet we learn more by completing the trials.
Okay. We are done with these things. Let's go back to the trials. Let's go back to the Crucible. Was there something else? Oh yes, burial site. Ring of the Unshackling. Bind hatchet, scroll blessing. Nothing better. What is the ring of the Unshackling? Good day. Okay.
Welcome back. I hope I can be of service, friend. Not many, but what I have is exclusively sold to the Crucible's contenders. Please, spend lavishly.
Oh, two. Ah. Okay. Not bad.
Welcome. I hope I can be of service, friend. Well done. The final step is to place the offering into the pool of memories. I leave that honor to you.
Oh, I can only put one. I think let's go with this one.
Our contenders will now face an enemy defined by its formlessness, all but immune to unfocused aggression. Seek the weakest link among the prey, for your foes will not be as flimsy as their appearances suggest.
Let's show him the light, Watcher.
May I assist? You've just made my... Shall we give them? Welcome.
Where's it wrong?
Get out of there.
trails.
Why would you go to the guy furthest away from you when there's a guy literally right next to you?
Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Somebody needs a priest.
Shall we begin? Running won't save you. Dead.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
The pleasure is mine.
All things worth and wrong.
Even a formless enemy has weaknesses. Seek the frailty in your prey, and victory will never escape your grasp.
That's funny, with the base game and the expansions and things, I actually don't enjoy the expansions.
If the Watcher of Cadnua is participating in the Crucible, then perhaps we have some reasonable hope of a worthwhile challenge.
The words strike your mind as you walk by a gang of 5 warriors, some wearing expressionless faces, the others poorly veiled smiles. The presumptive leader of the gang stares at you with an unerring focus. She's likely the source of the mental communication. If you're itching for a fight, we can take it into the arena. I'm going actors. I'm guessing you're one.
We are the Quiet Five. Many have come to this island seeking victory, but we possess skills and training beyond mere strength of arms. Never before has a group come so perfectly prepared for the patronage of the Seeker.
Goes on clear third members of the group, though no words are spoken or heard in mind. The leader raises a hand, then slowly closes it.
Cute. Savor your little fantasies. When we are thrown into the Crucible together, we will dispatch you with equal fervor.
My contesting friend, I have a thing you may find interesting. Ah, my friend returns. You have acquitted yourself well in your searches, and Toamawai would have you go forth from Kazawari to hunt artifacts elsewhere in the Deadfire. The Seeking Face whispers of a smooth sphere of Adra, polished in the ocean's depths. Found and lost a dozen times, it is sunken to the bottom of Nekataka, to the ruins below. To claim it from the creatures within the sinkhole, however, one needs keep the Seeker's lessons in mind, that the lure serves the hunter as aptly as the spear. The slaying face growls of the Kraken's eye and a coin heavy with lost lives. It came from here, and the faces would see it returned. It poses you no danger, I promise. The surviving face would teach a lesson, that persistence is not necessarily survival. Confused? Seek the altars of the dead in Nekataka, and I believe you will begin to understand. Will you take up this hunt? Most excellent. Or Gilarde, as our Valian friends would say. Good hunting, my friend.
Though lumbering and erratic, the ooze is a creature well adapted to its environment. Are you equally adaptable?
Again?
At your service. Die! Navarro! Seek! Well, if you insist.
Sorry, can't.
Somehow it's always
Got to keep the lad on his feet.
won't save you. Well, if you insist.
There we go.
Though your foe claimed a fortified position, you emerge victorious.
As you step away from the blood-scented chaos of the arena and into the darkened antechamber, you sense a lurking presence. It's not unlike stepping through a cobweb.
Again and again, you stand victorious in this sacred place. It seems no weakness escapes your attention. No advantage goes unclaimed. We are not unimpressed. This place was my life's work, but never was I alone. We desire only your success. When you fed of conflict and suckled on blood, the souls shall sing as one. Rouse them, and they will open the way to us. The Crucible is not in accord with itself. It knows neither what it wants nor what it needs. Anyone could rouse the souls here, but only a watcher can reach us through them. The surviving face, an individual only bested by time. So long as the Crucible exists, I suspect they will be here. Stubborn, yes, but constant. The slaying face, the very image of Tuamawai's rage, a lifelong disciple of carnage. Beware his fury. I openly lure you from one danger to the next. Certainly, the Crucible means more to me than your safety and well-being, but for now, they are one and the same. My hopes rest upon you. It is in my interest, and that of Kazuwari, that you succeed. As was I. But life is not equivalent to existence. You know this well, do you not? The architect, the spinner of this web, the one who sought endlessly and then beyond. We are all many things to many people. To you, I am the seeking face, and a guide, if you'll accept it. The contenders fall away in screams and lamentation. A champion will soon emerge. Ready yourself. The Lord of the Hunt abhors the ill-prepared.
Another chat with the faces? Strange, I didn't see or hear anything. Perhaps you're more attuned to them now. Or maybe it's because you're among the stones of the Crucible. Regardless, you seem to be on the right track. Keep at it.
I shall.
Ah, Watcher. I hear tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping. Welcome back. I hope I can be of service. Fred, rare is the hunter as interested in the past as the present. It warms my heart to find a spirit as kin to mine own as you. The seeking face approves of your investigations. It whispers now of an ear that hears tell of what is to come. The divinations can be sold for copper among the trinket mongers of Nekataka. The spider would have you claim that ear for your own. You now know, as I know.
Few creatures kill with the cold intentionality of the spider. Fewer still can resist the Seeker's children when they work in tandem. Seek the proper unraveling of the brood, lest you be overrun by mother and hatchlings.
I didn't say before this.
Nothing a little fire can't fix.
At your service. So much diplomacy. Shall we give a warm welcome?
Come back. Okay, so you can already start with your this one, Loth. Can we not?
That's it! Yeah! Taxed to my limit.
Why is it always? I don't understand how they always track the wizards. Always.
you. Sit down.
All thick, worth and raw. That dog.
Shall we begin? Hey. Easy enough, shall I? All thick, worth and raw.
All thick. Worth and raw.
Only delaying the inevitable. Somehow it's died.
Can you? No, I need your resurrections kept. You can summon a copy of it.
Yes?
All thick, worth and raw.
No mercy. Didn't even need a dent. Shall we begin?
What?
No rush. But if you have any antidote handy, I'd be kind of stuck over here.
Worth and raw.
Need something stronger. Somehow it always ends in rage.
Insides burn. Have my attention.
There's how I've been rocked.
It is not enough to find the flaw in your enemy. One must also know how to unweave their advantages. Excellent hunt, Watcher. You have proven your cunning, Watcher, and we deem you worthy to compete for my blessing. Seek the pool of memories when you are rested and ready to continue your hunt.
You find yourself again facing the efficient, coordinated movement of the quiet fire.
You may be the challenger, but we are the chosen. Expect no easy victory today, Watcher of Cadnua, and no mercy. Doubtless they will. Let us not keep the public waiting. They do so love their sport.
I'm not fighting them.
Kara, it is no problem.
Ado, contender, what can I... Of course.
Nice.
Yours to command, Captain. Do I say?
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it an episode here. We've run a bit of our hour mark. I've been doing that quite a bit lately. I've just been invested in the game. We're also close to the end, so thank you guys for watching and have a fantastic day.